After 2 days of deliberations concluded on this second day of November in the presence of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and Right Honorable Raila Odinga, we have a statement to read, and it reads as follows. We are gathered here as members of Parliament from the National Assembly and the Senate, numbering nearly 300, to express an equivocal support for the BBI. Yes. Yes. The BBI process, as you're all aware, was initiated by the handshake between His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and Raila Amolo Odinga, the Prime Minister. The handshake heralded a period of peace, and a process was started by the two to find a lasting solution to the problems that we have bedeviled Kenyans over the ages. The process, called the Building Bridges Initiative, was one that went round the country seeking the view of all Kenyans, which has culminated in the report that we now have. The report seeks to ensure that no one is left behind by creating shared prosperity. Shared prosperity means that all communities in Kenya, from all corners, have a share in the resources. One of the methods that this will be achieved is by increasing the minimum amount of shareable revenue to the counties from 15% to 35%, ensuring that greater resources percolate to every corner of Kenya. Further, it creates a ward development fund, which will be resourced with 5% of shareable allocation, as an additional measure to ensure that resources reach the grassroots. These measures and numerous others will ensure that marginalized communities, especially the pastoral communities, are adequately resourced. We are not going to leave behind our brothers and sisters from the pastoral communities, and we will finish the journey together. Other than the provision in the BBI bill to enable the criminal justice system to deal with corruption and economic crimes expeditiously, through ordinary legislation, we will ensure that cases involving corruption and economic crimes be heard and determined within 1 year. Although this, Your Excellency has now said 6 months. 6 months. The report clearly sets out measures to ensure that women and those operating under disability are protected and given greater space. The report sets out to give women and the disabled a greater role in the leadership and decision-making of the country. Women are an integral part of our country, and the report accords them that special status, ensuring they effectively play their role in society. We are resolved to ensure that the gender equity is achieved by making specific provisions for it in the proposed constitutional bill. The youth are equally catered for under BBI. Our youth have a host of issues that have prevented them from achieving their full potential. The issues have hampered the youth, and they're now faced with numerous problems that make their lives a bit of a misery. BBI seeks to give the youth a chance to get out of poverty by creating opportunities to make an income, to get financial support for their businesses, to ensure that they are paid promptly and they have greater participation in the tendering processes. Yes. Based on these issues and the fact that BBI stands for one nation, one country, we stand here today on behalf of the approximately 300 members of parliament from both the National Assembly and the Senate to declare our total unwavering commitment to the BBI. We are ready to proceed popularizing the report across the country. We have a schedule of activities that would culminate in a referendum to bring very meaningful and very far-reaching amendments to the Constitution. Yes. We are requesting all leaders and citizens of Kenya to join together with us in this noble process of a new constitutional order for the benefits of all Kenyans. Not any one person is greater than Kenya. Yes. Kenya, the nation, is greater. BBI is the fulfillment of the words of the national anthem. Yes. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in unity, peace, and liberty. Plenty be found with our border. BBI! BBI! Na Kenya moja, BBI.
Yes. We mnyamaze naongea. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Steve Mbogo, Minister for Science and Technology in the Orange Democratic Party, and I'm also a youth leader. Now, hapa leo tumekutana sababu ya jambo moja. We as the young leaders in this city and this country, we feel neglected when it comes to this BBI agenda, especially in Nairobi. Mimi personally kama Steve Mbogo, I've been one of the forefront ambao tumezunguka Kenya nzima na Raila Odinga and the rest of the crew from Jubilee to sell the BBI agenda. We are the people who are facilitating all the movements across the country. Now today, when it has come, when the BBI has been launched, they are trying to tell us that they are bringing other leaders, people from Nyeri, Nakuru, Naivasha, to come and be in charge of the youth of Nairobi. Tunataka tuwaambie hiyo tumekataa. And our interest, for me, my biggest disappointment will be if BBI agenda fails in Nairobi. Because I'll not have failed, but I would have failed my party leader and my president, Uhuru Kenyatta. We support Raila Odinga and we support Uhuru Kenyatta. But the system put down here is what will mess our BBI agenda here in Nairobi. Na mimi kama Steve Mbogo siongei sababu tunataka tukuje pale tugawiwe pesa vile wanagawiwa kule kwa ofisi ya Kibicho. Mimi kama Steve Mbogo niko tayari. Niko tayari. Mtulia niongee. Mimi nataka niseme hivi. Our biggest interest, as you see these young leaders, all these leaders are from different political parties. Tuko na Jubilee hapa, tuko na KANU hapa, tuko na NOPEU hapa, tuko na Amani Congress hapa, na vijana hawajafurahishwa. Munajua vizuri sana, we will be going against a very tough contest. Na nataka niseme ukweli, upande ule mwingine tuko na ndugu yetu anaitwa Mike Sonko, we cannot ignore him. Upande wao mwingine tuko na vijana kama Nixon Korir, tuko na vijana kama Kiarie, tuko na vijana kama Ndoch, tuko na vijana kama Kiarie, tuko na kina Omanga. If we don't set our soldiers on foot saizi and people who can sell this agenda, tutapata shida hapa mbele. Mimi kama Steve Mbogo nataka niseme hatuko na interest ya kwenda kufata pesa pale. Mimi leo na declare I am ready to give 1 billion shillings for the BBI agenda to move forward. I have the money and we will do it. Mimi nataka habari na ujumbe ifikie Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na kiongozi wetu Raila Odinga ya kwamba the leadership structure lazima iangaliwe vizuri. The youth of Nairobi feel they are not represented. We have so many issues like the tax issue, the 7-year tax loan. Hawa vijana wanataka waelezewe. Hawa vijana ni vijana wa chini na wametoka katika ghetto. They need people who can articulate these issues to them. We have so many cases of children outdrops. We have the health issue. These issues should be explained to them with people who understand their language. Hapana letea sisi watoto ya Blue Band ati aende kuelezea mtu ya ghetto these issues. And as I have said, kama hao viongozi wanaongoza BBI hapa hawataki kufanya kazi na viongozi sisi wa Nairobi, we will create our own faction na mimi nitafinance, niko na 1 billion nitapeana ifanye hiyo kazi. Asanteni.
Teddy Kasich, mimi ndio katibu mkuu wa vijana kwa chama cha KANU, na kama mlivyosikia Gideon Moi ana support BBI, Uhuru Kenyatta ana support BBI, Raila Odinga ana support BBI, lakini leo tumekuja hapa kwa sababu kuongelea issues za vijana. Sisi tunasema vijana lazima tuhusishwe kwa BBI na tutakubali kupangwa na wazee, watu wenye wamezeeka wanatupangia mambo ya vijana. Sisi tunasema Nairobi, kama viongozi wa Nairobi tunataka kuhusishwa na BBI. Tumeona kuna imposters pale Bomas waliekwa kuongea mambo ya vijana. Ukiangalia imposters wanatoka kaunti zingine. Sisi tunasema kama vijana wa Nairobi, sisi ndio tutajipangia